All right, I am super excited because I'm about to put up my 7 Peaks round pin. Now, I had them all kind of stacked up like you see those behind there, and I actually started out with 1 pin, and I liked it so much that I ended up getting 6 round pins that we're going to be using for our clinics and events, but also when we are starting horses here at the ranch. What I love about these 7 Peaks round pins and why I'm so excited that they're going to replace all of my old round pins is because of the durability of them. Now, one of the things that you're going to notice is these aren't your everyday light panels, okay? These things, oh man, they're heavy. These things are pretty stout. Look at these, they're made out of steel. It's not that cheap little skinny panels that you see that if a horse kicks it, I mean, the welds are breaking, they're bent up. Like you could put bulls and steers in here. In fact, that's how they started out, is working with roping horses and funneling cattle and using them for chutes and things like that. And so these things are built tough and built to last, and you're not going to find a better price than 7 Peaks because they really work to make their product affordable for anyone. The one thing to keep in mind when you are shopping for a round pin is this is a critical investment in your horsemanship. This is something that you are going to want that is going to last for a long time. This panel will probably outlive me. That's the type of investment that I want to make in my facility, is having a panel that I know will be here and stand the test of time and keep my horses safe. So I'm going to go ahead and get to it. What I'm going to do is I want to dig in really quick though to the hardware. I don't know about you, but I hate reading directions, but it's supposed to be really easy to put together. So what I have here is I have a couple of end caps that they sent. Looks like maybe for the gates, but it looks like they're all on there. So it looks like I have some extra end caps if I need some, but I'm looking at all the panels and they're all in there. But like I said, when you get yours, you can get it as done as you want or not. So if you want to get it, again, with just a pipe, no end caps, but I requested the end caps because it helps to keep the moisture out of the pipe and it helps with the longevity of your panel so that you keep the rain and stuff coming out of there. So they sent these. These are some extras. We got a bunch of them here. And let's see what we got in these boxes here. I think these are the bracket hardware. Yeah, here we go. This is the hardware that we're going to be using to connect the panels. So these are all, they go from big to small. So these are to connect the gates. And I think these are the ones that we're going to be using for connecting the rest of the panels. Oh, cool stuff. Got me a bumper sticker there. Got a sticker there, pretty cool. Got their catalog here as well. Some directions. Oh, we don't need those directions. And here we go. Here are the clamps. So let me show you what these look like really quick. It's basically these they got a little nut and bolt on there. And what happens is you flip it around and you clamp it on one side of the panel and on the other side, and you can join 2 just like that. Look at this, guys. Look at that. You just thread it right back on there and boom, you're good to go. I'll probably grab a crescent wrench just to give them a little snug tight at the end after we put them together. Look at how secure that is. Isn't that awesome? And that's going to keep those panels together. You see how this is different? Like with the old school panels, a horse might bump it and it could slide out of that little bracket. You know, the old ones that kind of hook in there. They don't really hook that deep and a horse could bump it or get a head under it or something and it pops up. Not these suckers. Look at that. They're going to keep it really well clamped in. So let me go right ahead. I'm going to grab the gate clamps first because I'm going to get those up and get those panels situated, and then we're going to go ahead and do the rest. Let's get started. So I'm going to go ahead and put the last one in here, almost done. Pretty simple, like I was showing you earlier. They just slide right in here between the panels. And then what I do is I clamp it with the other one. And I'm going to put that nut on, tighten it down, and we're good to go. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back through and just level up underneath each one so they all sit nice and flat. But look at this thing. Now, I got all these protectors they put on there. Seven Peaks did such a good job of taking care of these to make sure that the paint did not get all scratched up. So I put these little protectors around there. I'm gonna go ahead and get those all cut off and taken off. But here we are. Here's the gate. Got a nice little simple chain latch. And it's nice and wide. You can lead a horse through here. Heck, you can even ride under here if you needed to. And my favorite part, let me show you guys the escape panel here, is you got this really handy panel where you could just duck out, and I could duck into the next pen to go give somebody instruction, or if I was outside giving a student instruction, I could just duck right back under, help them and their horse, and it just makes it so much easier than having to open and close a gate and fumble around going and coming. I have direct access to my students all the time when I'm working with them. I am super excited about these pens. I can't wait to get a horse in here. In fact, I'm gonna go grab one right now. All right, so we got the pen all set up. I went and I grabbed Miss Gracie. That way we can go check out the pen and see how it is. I'm gonna go ahead and unlatch. I'm gonna bring her in. Look how big this gate is. It's the simple things, right guys, that make such a huge difference in being able to be as efficient when you're working with your horses, especially when you work a lot of different horses like we do here. Every second really counts, and so you want things to be as efficient and comfortable for your outfit as possible. So round pen set up. So I'm gonna start with some very basic groundwork with my pony. I'm gonna start just backing her up a little bit. Good, plenty of room in here. Awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and send her out and around here. Go ahead there. Good girl. I'm gonna ask her for a trot. Good girl. And this is a 40-foot round pen. I like 40 feet. You can see, like right now, we're not even using the whole pen, and she's moving around here comfortably. I'm gonna ask her for a canter. There you go. Plenty of room in here. A lot of people will look at these 40-foot round pens and say, oh, I don't feel comfortable cantering my horse in there, it's too small. Look at how effortlessly she's able to canter in here. There's plenty of room for a horse to canter in a 40-foot round pen. I'm gonna slow her down. Nice big deep breath to slow her down. And then I'm gonna slow her down to the walk. Another deep breath, good girl. And I'm gonna go ahead and draw my pony right into me. Oh, good girl. Yes, ma'am. Guys, I can't tell you how excited I am about these round pens. We got one up, we got it done in no time, and we got our work cut out for us. Not really. We're gonna put up the other few round pens, and then we'll have all 6 of these round pens up and ready to go, so that now as we are doing clinics, as we are training horses, we have really good, solid round pens where we can do the work we need to do and know that both us and our horses are safe. Oh, and last thing, I gotta show you one more time. I love my escape panel here where I can just duck out under here and I'm absolutely good to go. Thank you, Seven Peaks.